I really want to say thank you very much to entire team to really this event was incredible. The summit is amazing. We really saw people like from the United States, Poland, Ukraine, government, business, civil society. It's amazing. That's a kind of cooperation and partnership which is really, really needed. So thank you very much. Maybe you can share a couple of words, what inspires you to do this, what motivates you to do this, why you feel it's so much important, and that's what you want to dedicate your time.
Thank you. First of all, I appreciate this warm feedback. Second, the real credit goes to our members. We as an institution were created in order to identify great people with good combination of heart and mind and capacity, because for us, this being the next generation of the United Nations type of institution, with a major gathering of presidents, prime ministers, some of the world's largest family offices, executives, and multinationals, the idea was to create something that actually creates change in the world, to bring social economic prosperity, make the world a better place, basically. And the question to us was, what's the most effective, what's the most efficient way to effectuate this change, right? And we realized very quickly that it's really about identifying great people who are already making a difference or have the capacity to make a difference, and just to support them and give them this global institutional world leadership with all the access, connections, influence, access to whatever they need, capital, etc., and to empower them. And by amplifying their impact, we achieve our goal, which is to make the world a better place. And so this is a perfect example where a young individual in his 40s, wonderful mind, amazing energy, true visionary, came at the beginning when he just had an idea and said, I really want to participate in Ukraine reconstruction. And I believe and he became a member of the organization first, and I believe we could create a council that would focus on that. And he would create an organization, becomes a member of this institution that we would support and endorse and promote and cross-pollinate and introduce to the right parties, that something like this would happen. And and a lot of people would look at it as a crazy thought for individual, one person to try to basically rebuild a nation. But that's exactly why we were created, to identify people like that and to support them and make it possible. And that's what you see the result. We introduced our other members, we introduced major players from across the world who supported them further, we promoted it. He engaged the world using this very powerful magnet, because when you put in one place people who run countries, and same place on the biggest capital of the world, that attracts everybody. So he was able to engage not simply with our incredible members who also flew in, other members flew in, who were part of it, who supported it, who lived here to make it happen, but also he was able to attract to himself exactly the type of party he needed to make things happen. And the chairman of our Ukraine Reconstruction Council, Prime Minister Kinnock, flew in also. And so this is the result of it. And it really, the credit goes to incredible people who make this possible. And we're here just to support and help make the impossible possible.
That's for sure. And again, thank you so much for doing that, because we've been interviewed a lot of people yesterday and today, and all of them were saying that it's an incredible place, it's incredible 2 days where they finally see such a summit where they achieved results. So they work between each other, they make deals, they make partnerships, they make a lot of things, like somebody was describing that they make like millions and billions deals during these days. And that's kind of like, it's an action, what I'm trying to say. And it's very, very important.
Well, for us, when we created this institution, there was no interest to have another think tank, another policy group, to produce more papers and have more conversations and more people on the stage. We really wanted to make a difference. And part of the difference when it comes to these types of initiatives is to have deals, to have funders, to have capital providers, to have project providers. And that's exactly what's been happening here. So this is really humbling to see this happen. And this is really the only place in the world where an individual or group could come, and if they have good intent that benefits humanity, whether it's humanitarian or commercial initiative, and get the backing of these global institutional world leaders and presidents, prime ministers of countries, current, former, senior government dignitaries, to help them make it happen. And this is really, really exactly why and how this was designed.
Thank you again. And actually, we also discussed with everyone as it's dedicated to the future of Ukraine, right? So we discussed the future of Ukraine. Maybe you want to share your vision. How can how would you like to see the future of Ukraine? Do you have any, inspirational thoughts or the vision which you think is very, very important to share?
I think we have to focus on
I just want to
positive.
say how tremendous this gentleman here is, and he's an amazing human being, and his organization that he put together with a tremendous group of leaders and board members is going to change the world forever. Stephen, you're an amazing person.
And this is the gentleman I was just talking about, right?
Yeah.
For making impossible possible. So I think we have to focus on positive. These are difficult times to focus on positive because there's so much negative happens. But I believe that the glass half full, not half empty. And I think it's an amazing opportunity. God's willing, the war is going to be over soon. And we're certainly doing our part to facilitate that. And Ukraine has an enormous opportunity to be one of the major nations in Europe and through that in the world. And to capitalize, just as Germany became the major superpower after the war, just like Japan became major superpower in the war, we see that happening for Ukraine.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. It was really incredible to see how all these amazing people of actions, and as you said, people of goodwill, came together to make it happen. Thank you so much, Ken.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank
Absolute
you.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.